Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're coming from. I am Kathleen Kelly. I am the Artistic Director of ATC Studios, and I welcome you to Fridays at the Studio. Just a couple of words for those of you who are joining us for the first time. ATC Studios is dedicated to nurturing the creative spirit in everyone. And prior to COVID, we would provide live forums to playwrights and screenwriters to get their works read and receive feedback from those in attendance. Since April of 2020, we have now moved all of that to Zoom, and we're probably never going to go back. We are very excited to be including you all in the playwrights process, and thank you for being here. And if you would like to be kept up to date with all of our offerings, including online classes, please do subscribe to our newsletter. You can find the mailing list link right on our website under the About Us tab. As you may know, ATC Studios is a 501c3. And as with so many nonprofits these days, things are a bit challenging. So we humbly ask, if you can possibly donate to ATC, please do. We would so greatly appreciate it. Donations of any amount are fully tax deductible. And the easiest and fastest way to donate is through Venmo that's the @ ATC Studios. Or you can go to the homepage of our website, www.atcstudios.org, and scroll to the donate button. And as long as we have your email, and you can always send that to us, we're happy to provide a dedicated donation receipt for your tax purposes. And at this time, I am pleased to introduce ATC board and staff member Susan McDonald to fill you in on this evening's reading. Susan, come on over.
Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Our first play this evening is The Girl in a Tree. Cast of characters. Girl, a confident and intelligent girl of 9 or 10. Boy, a spirited and energetic boy of 9 or 10. A tall ladder stands center stage. It is a beautiful tree. At rise, we see a sweet young girl of 9 or 10 sitting confidently at the top.
I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breasts.
Boy enters. He wears a cape and has a plastic lightsaber. He is making whooshing noises as he runs around the ladder. The girl speaks louder to be heard over the noise he is making.
Ah, whoosh, wham, 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 pew, 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 pew.
A tree
Whoosh,
that looks like
Pam,
Donna
pam,
and
wham,
wham,
wham, wham, wham, yeah, ram, pow, pow, ram. Hey yourself.
Can you be quiet down there?
Why?
Because I'm soliloquizing.
I don't even know what that means.
And you don't
Huzzah!
just shut up and go away.
Oh. Hiya, wah, ram, pow. What are you doing way up there?
Minding my own business.
You're really up high. Are you stuck or something? Need help getting down?
It's very presumptuous of you to assume that a beautiful girl needs to be rescued by a dumb, ugly boy with a glow-in-the-dark plastic stick.
Come down and play with me.
What for?
We could save the world from the bad guys.
No, I want to stay up here.
If you come down, I'll give you my collection of Boba Fett action figures.
Why would I want those?
Why won't you come down and play?
I have better things to do.
Like what?
Like celebrating this tree.
Celebrating for what?
I don't know. It just feels like the right thing to do.
My dad says people like you are tree huggers.
You make it sound like hugging a tree is a bad thing.
My dad thinks so.
For your information, we only hug the people we love. I hug my mom, my dad, my dog Frodo. I don't really like to hug my brother Mo because he smells like cheese. But I guess I love him too.
Come down.
Why don't you just come up?
I don't want to.
Why, are you a chicken?
No.
Then I double dog dare you to climb up here with me.
If you don't come down, I'll make you.
How?
I'll cut down your tree with my super duper neon lightsaber.
Is that the best you can do?
Then I'll burn it down.
You're not allowed to play with matches, stupid.
Are you always like this?
Why would you want to kill a tree? What did it ever do to you?
It's just a dumb tree.
It's not dumb. It's majestic.
It's what?
Step back, stupid, and take a good look. Go on. What do you see?
I see a tree with an annoying girl in it.
No, think bigger.
I see a tree with a big, fat, annoying girl in it.
No. Squint your eyes and concentrate. Now, what do you see?
Well, if you're so smart, what do you see?
I see a tall, slender goddess opening her branch-like arms, inviting everyone and everything to come and feel the love of her leafy embrace.
You're weird.
You're dumb.
I'm bored.
Then come up.
I can't.
Why?
I'm a superhero and I have to save the whole world.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Wham, wham, kapow, whoosh, whoosh, wham, 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 pew, 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 pew. Did you know my cape and my sword give me superpowers?
We have superpowers too.
Who's we?
Me and my tree.
Can you destroy aliens from the planet Zahara?
For your
You're dead.
information, only losers kill. We use our powers for good.
But where's the fun in that?
You know, one little tree can absorb all the bad things in the world, store that energy, and then turn it into life. Clean air, home for birds and squirrels, shade on hot days, and all the kinds of food we eat. Can your little sword do that?
If you're not coming down, I'm going home. Goodbye.
Wait, don't go.
I'm tired, and I don't like your soliloquizing.
I bet if you could see the view from up here, you'd change your mind.
Change my mind about what?
About everything. Come up, I'll show you.
I can't.
Why?
Because I have acrophobia.
You're scared of acrobats?
I'm afraid of high places. Now who's stupid?
Don't be scared, I'll help you.
But I don't need any help from a girl.
Gotta give me the end of your sword.
I don't want you to take it.
I'm not gonna take it, stupid. I'm gonna use it to pull you up.
But what if I fall and break something?
I won't let you.
Promise?
Come on! I'll pull you up on the count of 3. 1,
Oh my God.
2,
No, I'm gonna die.
3!
Oh God. No,
You're
don't let go of
squeezing
me.
too hard!
I'm gonna fall.
No, you're not. Just let go of me and open your eyes.
Oh my God. Whoa.
I told you so.
I could see my house from up here.
And you could see the river over there, and the park over there, and even more tall trees.
It's all so beautiful. But now what do we do?
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Okay, we could just sit here and enjoy the view up here then.
I have an idea. How about we soliloquize?
Together?
Yes, together.
Okay, I'll start. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree. Your turn.
Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. You want to know something?
What?
I like it up here.
I told you so.
They sigh together, look out into the distance contentedly as the lights fade. End of play. Jaiden and Leonardo, come back on camera so we can give you a round of applause. Thank you. Great job. Bravo. Bravo.
Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. Thank you so much. The second play this evening is The Top Floor by David Bellantoni. Alicia, played by Andy Young, African-American in her 30s, lives on the top floor. Lydia, played by Donna Morales, ethnic white in her 50s, lives on the second floor. Sam, South Asian in his 20s, lives above Lydia. Sam is played by Danish Farooqui. Gus, played by Rich O'Brien, the landlord, ethnic white in his 50s, lives in the basement. Queens, New York, July of 2023. We hear a weather report. A lot of rain, a ton of rain, a biblical amount of rain. Alicia pulls on a coat, ready to exit her apartment. She opens the door, and to her consternation, her downstairs neighbor Lydia is setting up a mattress in front of her doorway.
What is this?
What?
What are you doing?
What's it look like?
Looks like you're lying a mattress in front of my door.
I was born in this building. I'm not some bum off the street.
But this is where I live. This is my apartment.
No. That is your apartment. Where I am is the hallway. The hallway belongs to the lying, thieving landlord who's been ripping me off for decades. Do you have an extension cord? I need to put a light by my bedside table.
No, I'm not running an extension cord from my apartment to the hallway so that you can fantasize about murdering someone outside my door.
Why not? I like a good book. Murder mysteries mostly. Makes me think of all those annoying people that like to bump off. I'll pay for the electricity I use. I know Con Ed is a ripoff. Send me the bill and I'll pay for the hours I use. You'll see. I'm fair. Always fair. Ask anybody.
Lydia. Lydia, right?
Huh? That's right.
Is this a joke?
Does it look like I'm joking? I don't joke. Ask around.
Listen, I'm not in the mood.
What about that extension cord, huh?
Lydia, listen to me. This is basic stuff. I live here and you don't. So can you please take your mattress and your table and your lamp downstairs to the second floor? I'm sure you'll be very comfortable down there.
Sorry, not possible. Ooh, what is that?
What is what?
You play that? Well, what's that thing called?
A harp?
That's a harp?
Yes, and I am Black and I play the harp. Would you mind not looking in my apartment? That is my business. I don't like people getting involved in my business. Do you understand?
I can put my eyes where I want. It's not bothering anybody.
It's bothering me. Now, please step aside so I can go downstairs.
Don't worry about it. Brought your box up for you. Looks important.
What? How'd you get that?
Why are you so surprised? It was on the table by the mailboxes where the FedEx and the Amazon boxes are delivered. Come on. How long you lived in here in this building? 5 years? My whole life, I've lived in this dump. I grew up in this building. I know who everyone is. I know where all the bodies are buried. My father, oh God rest his soul, built this monstrosity during the Second World War. Took 5 years just to lay the bricks and pour cement because you know who controlled the construction business back then. Believe me, I know all the stories.
This is one of the nicest buildings in the neighborhood.
Oh, please, you don't know. It's a dump, trust me.
Excuse me. Is that a wee-wee pad in the hallway?
Would you rather Kenny take his piss and craps on the marble floor? I'm trying to be considerate here.
Who's Kenny?
Who's Kenny? Everybody knows Kenny. He's a legend around the neighborhood. He's my dog. Everybody knows Kenny.
You brought a dog up here?
As you can see, he's not up here now.
Where is he?
In the stairwell, in his carrier, on the lookout.
On the lookout? For what?
You don't know what's going on?
What's it to you? I needed some time off the grid. What the hell is he doing?
Hey, Sam.
Elevator's not working.
Yes, and?
Well,
I prefer taking the stairs anyway. I have a problem touching the buttons on the elevator.
mm,
Think about every person in this building with their grimy, germ-infested fingers touching the same buttons all day and all night. You think Ruben ever cleans those buttons? I don't think so. That's probably 35 years of filth covering each button like some sort of writhing bacterial colony. No. The elevator's not for me.
Ruben doesn't clean shit. He's an overpaid con man. He's the worst super on the block. Here's the young women who live here. They'll tell you. He doesn't fuck with me. He knows better. I know his story. Nothing gets by me.
Anybody at Purell? I accidentally touched the banister on the way up here. My hands are now a breeding ground.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't use that. All chemicals. Causes dry skin and dermatitis. No. And God forbid you accidentally ingest this stuff.
It tastes horrible.
Supposed to drink Purell? It'll kill you.
I mixed it once with grape juice. That helped a little bit. I felt cleansed afterwards somehow.
Excuse me.
What kind of a simpleton drinks hand sanitizer?
And don't knock it if you haven't tried it.
Not me. Not for $1 million.
What the fuck? This is not happening. Listen to me. This is my floor. Understand? My floor. You can't be setting up tent city outside my floor. This is where I live. This isn't Skid Row. This is Queens. This is a nice, safe, quiet neighborhood. You have your own apartment. I suggest you take yourselves downstairs and park your damn self on your own property. You can't be like this in my business. What are your fucking manners? Fucking bringing wee-wee pads and sleeping bags and tables and beds and tents and all this other shit up here like this? Like you own the place? No. And what is that?
It's my drum. I like to welcome the morning with some drum patterns.
Jesus, is that you at 5 a.m.? I always wondered. Ah.
You are not playing drums outside my door at 5 a.m. Hell no.
But that's when the sun rises.
Not in winter. Dark as night at 5 a.m.
True. I could play my morning mantra at 6 a.m. That's better.
Not much. Thank you.
Help me, please. I finally got a place where I'm feeling at peace and tranquility. And now this? I can't. I just can't.
What's wrong with her?
Hey, what do you have in here?
Hey, ah,
Sounds like pills. Or maybe syringes. You can't have syringes sent to you in the mail. That would be illegal.
what I receive in my mail is none of your business.
She seems a little anxious.
She does.
Probably why she needs the drugs. Are you an addict?
No, Jesus. Okay, once again, none of your business. I barely know you two. We've been neighbors, passing each other on the elevator. Wait, maybe not the elevator for the germaphobe over there.
Hey, he can't help that.
It's okay. She's not wrong. I hate the elevator.
What do we say to each other? Hey, how you doing? Nice weather we're having. Have a nice day. That's it. That's all we know about anything. And that's fine with me. You don't know what I need. You don't belong in my business. And we don't know shit about each other.
Rain's really coming down. It's epic.
That's true. It hasn't stopped for a long time now, for weeks.
Yeah, basement is flooded. I've seen that before.
Nah, you haven't seen it like this before.
What are you looking at?
I see a horse down there.
A horse? I've been here for over 50 years, and I never heard of a horse walking down 29th Street.
A horse by itself?
No, someone's riding it.
What are they doing?
It's one person riding the horse.
Ah, get out of here.
It's a white horse. The rider's wearing a strange-looking hat.
That is a strange-looking hat.
It's gold. Well, it looks like it's made of gold. Almost like a crown.
Oh, shit!
Oh, shit!
Oh, my door! Oh, my door! The wind just blew my door shut!
Yeah, you locked out?
You got your key?
No, fuck! Where's Ruben? I hear he has the keys to all the apartments. Where is he?
Ah, he doesn't have a key to mine. Please, you trust Ruben? He's a thief. I don't know the stories. I changed my locks 3 times last year. All those robberies in the building? Definitely an inside job.
I heard he's in Ecuador.
No, you're kidding.
Probably on the run, the criminal.
He's on vacation. He's got family down there. He's allowed to take a vacation, Lydia.
Ah,
How am I supposed to get back in?
Anybody have a credit card? I could try to get in that way.
how do you know about that?
I saw Ruben do it once.
See? What did I tell you? A thief.
That doesn't mean he's a thief.
I could do it, but the thing is, you have to work the credit card and the doorknob at the same time, jiggling them back and forth. And the problem is...
And you don't want to touch the doorknob.
Exactly! Too many germs. No offense.
None taken.
Wait,
What?
I just heard a dog.
I don't hear anything.
Don't bullshit me. There was a dog barking from your apartment.
Sounded like the dog to me. What
I
kind of...
don't know what you're talking about.
What are you hiding in there? What's going on in there?
Again? None of your business. Stay out of my business.
Is he a shepherd? No, it sounded like a smaller dog. Spaniel or a basset? Or maybe a poodle.
It is my business. You know Gus doesn't allow dogs in the building.
So what about your dog, Kenny? The legend of the neighborhood. What about him?
But the bark was a high-pitched one, not like a howl. No, it had a snuff afterwards, like he has trouble breathing because of the pushed-in nose and extra folds of skin around the snout. It's a small bulldog breed. A dog that's relatively quiet and adaptable to apartment living.
So far on the money.
I got it! Your dog's a Frenchie!
Wow, you're right. That was impressive.
Here's another bit of information. Frenchies were originally bred in England to be miniature bulldogs. They're prolific ratters and excellent apartment dogs. Back in the day, lace makers in England found more work in France and brought the dogs with them, so they became Frenchies.
That's enough pointless info out of you, Professor.
Oh, you're a professor?
I used to teach applied calculus and linear algebra in Columbia, but I gave that up. I realized that I despise numbers. They're cold and calculating. The only thing I hate more than numbers is being touched, and touching things that other people have touched. Think about it. An average person touches their face and mouth 16 times an hour, and there are over 6 billion bacteria, including 700 species riding inside your mouth. Do you see what I'm getting at here? These are the kinds of images and numbers that keep me up at 4 in the morning. Now, I'm the creator of an online obscure references dictionary, and I made 6 figures last year. Can you believe that? It's madness. People are thirsty for random detail, and my brain excels at discovering exactly that. I found my calling. Random detail on a cellular level. For example, Kenny is a fascinating case because he's a Jack Russell, which is usually a manic breed, yet he's extremely quiet, docile, and repressed. Now, that's probably due to the tyrannical way that Lydia mishandles him. He sulks with his head hung low like he's a sex offender who needs to hide his face in the neighborhood. Jack Russells are normally vocal and tenacious due to their origins as fox hunters in England, but Kenny has an inferiority complex which most likely mirrors his owner. The reality is that he dreams to piss in the tall weeds like all the big dogs, but he's been emotionally castrated.
What is he saying?
think he just insulted you.
No, I would never do that. She might have me killed.
What the crap? The subject. Kenny is allowed. He's grandfathered in. He's going nowhere. Leaving landlord prohibited dogs in the building back in 2018, okay? It was 5 years ago. Kenny's 10, and my family's been in the building since the 40s. Kenny stays. Kenny goes over my dead body. Don't ever question Kenny.
I just saw another horse. Knee deep in water.
Just Sam, come on, I'm busy now. I'm talking about Kenny.
A woman riding it, wearing a red hood.
Yeah, whatever. There goes the neighborhood with the fancy equestrians moving in.
I don't like the looks of this.
Are there stables nearby?
He's on a different planet, whatever.
If you say so.
Listen, I'm not saying shit about Kenny. Let him stay. I have no problem with him. Just as long as he doesn't crap all over my floor.
The floor? You own the floor? I don't think so. Listen to me. Kenny has never done anything like that. He would never. Kenny craps where and when I tell him. That dog is like a trained Marine.
See, that's exactly what I've been saying. He's always looking scared, head hung low. Unusual for a Jack Russell. It must be really stressful for him. You need to be more democratic with him.
Listen, that job. He's not stressed. He's just on the alert for the next command.
Your dog, what's his name?
Her name, Billy.
A girl named Billy.
After Holiday?
Oh.
Lady
never
sings
heard
the
of her?
blues. Great name.
Yeah, I heard of her.
Oh, seriously?
Seriously, what?
Who is this person?
Who am I? Let me tell you. I fight for my rights. That's who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I truly give a shit about is my dog. If Gus finds out about your dog, he's going to start in on me. He never liked Kenny. Never liked the idea of him. We don't get along so much. See what I'm saying? For years, I did battle with that kleptomaniac. I was president of the Tenants Association for years. Know what that means? That means me and that swindler don't see eye to eye. Gus got in my face once about Kenny barking. What am I supposed to do? My dog gets separation anxiety. He's kind of a psycho. My dog's a psycho, okay? So sometimes I got to keep him medicated. So when Gus busted my balls, you want to know what I did? Let me tell you. I bitch slapped him. That's what I did. He looked at me sideways and bang! My palm slammed into his jaw.
It's just like Will Smith did to Chris Rock last year.
Oh, you did not just bring that up.
That's right. He never saw it coming. You should have seen the surprise on his face. Of course, he had a broken ego because an angry 5'2" woman slapped the bejesus out of him. A 5'6" Greek.
Isn't Gus from Queens?
True. His father was Greek. He was the original thief. The two of them together, con men, the both of them.
Didn't your father own the building?
That's right. My grandfather built this place back in '39. But what happens? Gus becomes the landlord, and he doesn't like dogs. He doesn't want any dogs in the building. For what reason? His precious ex-wife was allergic. Understand what that means? Your dog is going to put pressure on my dog. That asswipe is going to come knocking on my door because you entitled new people think you can do what you want. You people think you can come here and break the rules. No dogs is clearly written in your lease. It's a legal contract, not a scrap of toilet paper. You break the contract, and guess what happens? Gus is gonna come and find me. If he does that, I'm gonna smack him to the floor again. And I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. Know what I'm saying? I'm trying to leave my violent past behind me.
How's that going?
Today, not so good, but I'm trying. I'm actually turning vegetarian now. And I've been taking guided meditation to connect with my divine self and find some fucking loving kindness. See where I'm going here? So, this is what I'm asking you. When are you getting rid of your fucking dog?
You people? I didn't just hear that. Tell me I didn't just hear that. Is that what you're calling me?
I'm not calling you anything.
Just let it go, Lydia.
I'm not letting it go. That dog threatens Kenny. Kenny gets threatened, I go to war. That's it.
You crossed the line with that bullshit. You people? Fuck that.
I'm talking about your dog.
My dog stays.
You don't know who you're fucking with.
Bring it on.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Stop! What is wrong with you two?
What?
None of this matters right now.
I'm not giving up my dog. End of story.
We have no cell service. The water is really high. It's doing damage. You're not paying attention.
I'm paying attention. I heard a dog in our apartment and I'm dealing with it.
I just saw another horse.
But what is he with you and the horses? Will you stop with the horses? This is Astoria, not the Belmont Stakes.
What'd you see, Sam?
The horse was black. I couldn't see the rider. Hard to tell. The rain is so heavy against the window. Everything's a shadow right now. Black horse in a shadow, and then it disappeared.
Disappeared?
Swept away, maybe?
What is he talking about? Dreams, shadows. How many gummies did you eat today, Sam, huh?
About 5. But that actually helps me see more clearly. When I hit 7, I'm in trouble. Depends, of course, on the level of THC in each serving. Right now, I'm trying to hold off at 5.
That's insane. You walk around in a fog. How is that a good thing?
You're wrong. I see through the fog. I see through what you are missing.
Can we stop with the weed and the question for a second, please? Lydia needs to understand something.
What do I need to understand?
I'm not giving up my dog. I don't care who you are or who you know. I don't give a shit. You think I'm afraid of you? You see a harp in my apartment and you make judgment like I'm some sort of a delicate woman just plucking strings alone in her apartment? Girl, you did wrong. You want to go to war? Come after my dog and I will fucking stretch you out. End of story.
Okay, Alicia. Take deep breaths. In for 3 seconds, then out. In with the positive, out with the negative.
That's right. Feel your breath. Be kind to your wandering mind.
She needs to step off.
Let it go, Lydia.
The dog belonged to my mother. See what I'm saying?
Your mother doesn't have a dog anymore.
No, she does not. Really has no place to go.
I see.
You understand now?
You're an animal person, Lydia. You want to make this dog an orphan?
No, I don't.
Okay, then.
Okay. I'm sorry. I can't bear to think of all the horrible things that can happen. The Kenny out there, you know, kidnapped, hit by a car, picked up by a hawk.
A hawk in Queens?
I saw one last year in the fire escape, looking around, looking to cause some shit.
See, you shouldn't put a thought like that out there. You draw on the wrong kind of energy. You shouldn't do that.
Please, enough with the energy vibrations, all that California bullshit. Rainbows and granola.
I'm from New York, just like you. What I take is natural. No chemicals, no additives, nothing synthetic or false. Just beautiful, all-natural female cannabis plants. The ladies produce the fattest, most resonant, potent flowers. That's what you want. The males are relatively useless other than for breeding.
He said it, I didn't.
Offense, Sam.
Oh, all that weed. I don't get it.
Better than all the pharmaceuticals you take, Lydia.
Please, I don't trust Big Pharma. Look at all the testing they do on innocent animals. Or Africans, too.
I'm not African, Lydia.
But Lydia, you take what? 5 different meds, right? Blood pressure, mood stabilizers, anti-anxiety.
Whoa. What are you talking about?
I live above you, remember? Sometimes I get packages delivered to me by mistake, and I won't open any boxes because I'm too afraid to touch the cardboard. So I hired an assistant to do that for me. So a couple of times, your boxes were opened by mistake, and oh, brother, I know your whole medical history. Lydia, you choked down enough meds to make a mule catatonic.
Jesus Christ! A little privacy here.
Chapter 7, verse 3.
What is she talking about? Huh?
Why do you preach about the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and ignore the plank in your own?
Not so, not so, Kettle said to the pot. 'Tis your own dirty image you see. For I'm so clean without blemish or blot that your blackness is mirrored in me.
It's a big deal. I'm asking for a little privacy.
A little privacy? Why is your bed outside my door, Lydia?
What are you doing here? You needed to evacuate. I posted signs everywhere.
Hey, Gus.
Where did you post?
The elevator,
Oh, that counts me out.
everywhere downstairs, the front doors, the laundry room, the hallway. I don't understand. I post important messages. People don't read them.
I haven't left my apartment in days.
Maybe if you didn't boss us around so much.
Maybe if you would listen to me, but when did that ever happen? How about never? Does that sound about right?
Oh, you've taken enough from me.
Oh, here we go with this again.
Okay, that's right. Here we go.
Lydia, please. I couldn't shut the power off in time. Is anyone else up here?
How should I know? Gene never leaves his apartment. He has some drunk delivering his groceries. The Koreans left for the suburbs in Jersey. Timmy died last month, so his apartment's empty. What about the Bulgarians?
Oh, the Bulgarians never make eye contact, so who knows? And the Brazilians are too busy smoking weed and dancing around and partying all night to notice anything. I don't know about Anilka.
Oh, Nilka left to fight for the Ukrainians.
Everyone, please listen to me. Ruben isn't here. We have a flood on the 2nd floor and a fire on the 3rd.
She's fighting for the Ukrainians?
Okay, she's Polish, but after that Russian missile went off course, she went ballistic. I mean, the missile hit Polish soil, so now the Poles are in the fight. She lost her brother there. Now we're all in it. Fucking World War III.
Now, okay, there's another world war happening in Europe, and that'll probably be the end of humanity. But right now, there's a shitstorm happening on 29th Street that urgently needs my attention.
What do we do, big shot?
Just stay here. Listen to me. None of you can go downstairs. Don't go down there for any reason.
What if I need to find you?
You all need to stay where you are. That's all I can tell you. Stay put. You understand?
You're coming back, right?
I'm trying to save the building.
I thought you hated him.
We have a long history.
He looks scared and he's making me scared.
All I know is we've been fucking with the environment for too long.
This is the top floor. It'll never get this high.
Plus we have the roof, and that's basically 7 floors.
We'll be fine. I know this building. My whole life I've been here. This building is solid. It's not going nowhere.
Have some coffee, some olives, almonds, and a few cans of soup and beans. I'm not sure how long that'll last.
Why can't somebody poison Putin like he does his enemies? That would solve everything.
I saw the guy, hit him in the balls. That's what I do. You want to fuck with a girl from Queens? That's what happens.
Oh, I wish I could introduce you to my ex-boyfriend.
He need a steel toe to the gonads or what?
Damn right he does.
Fucking men.
Yeah, right?
God help us all.
Ah, calm down.
Oh, we didn't mean you.
And, aren't you, whatever you call it now?
Fluid?
Isn't that something you drink, like Gatorade?
Please.
Oh, she's a boomer. What can you expect?
I don't give a shit about that.
What's the problem?
Look out the fucking window!
Whoa, what?
Oh, no.
This is a nightmare.
I've never seen anything like this.
That's a first.
What do we do?
Nothing we can do.
It's chaos down there.
I've been trying to tell you.
I gotta go get Kenny. Bring him to higher ground.
Oh, and now there's another horse.
I see him on the elevated tracks.
What is this with these horses?
He's walking on the elevated tracks. There's a rider, I can't tell, wearing all black, with a hood.
Am I hallucinating?
No, I see it too.
What if the train comes?
Trains can't run right now. No way, look how high the water is.
How did he get up here?
I have no idea.
So hard to see through all the rain. I'm trying to make it out.
Looks like this horse is pale. Pale gray, right? He's trotting now. What is he doing? He's building speed.
I see him. Just a horse against the sky, the gray stormy sky.
I know it. A pale gray horse, pale gray sky. What does this mean?
This is biblical.
This is lunacy. A pale horse trotting on an electrically charged train track? It's 2 stories above the ground.
I see a train. I see the light.
No!
It's coming. The horse is galloping now.
He's headed right towards the train.
It's not going to stop.
Stop!
Oh, I can't look.
I can't either.
Look.
Oh.
Did you see?
No,
I saw you peek.
I can tell the rain was beating against the window.
What do you think happened?
I don't want to know.
I can't breathe.
I think I made it graduate to mushrooms.
I've never had them.
Bro, you've been missing out. I hear they taste horrible, though.
You have no idea what's going on downstairs. The people are running up here. They're following me.
What people?
You don't understand. Everything up to the 3rd floor is underwater.
That's what Gus was trying to tell us. We're gonna have like a swarm of people up here.
No, the 2nd floor has all those drug dealers.
And you're locked out.
They both look at Sam. He takes out his wallet, pulls out a credit card. Voices are getting louder.
I'll open it.
You're gonna have to touch the doorknob.
Fuck it.
He uses his credit card to disengage the lock. He closes his eyes, cringing as his fingers work the doorknob. The door opens.
Sam!
Oh,
Thank you!
oh, good job, Sam.
Alicia moves towards her door. Lydia grabs Kenny, her pillow, and Sam grabs a backpack and his drum. They stand still for a moment, wondering if Alicia will invite them in. The voices grow louder, more intense, as frightened residents move to higher floors.
Hand me that box, please.
Go.
Another awkward moment in front of the door with Lydia holding her pillow, Sam holding his drum. They stare at each other. Finally.
Come in.
You sure?
Me and Kenny too?
Yes, come on in. Hurry.
They exit. Her door closes. Moments later, they re-enter inside Alicia's apartment. All take a moment to catch their breath. Lydia puts the carrier down, still holding the pillow. Voices are right outside the door now.
Nice place.
Great light up here, even on a rainy day.
Thanks.
Mind if I take Kenny out of the carrier?
Oh, no, not at all.
You sure? He's very well behaved.
Lily might want some company.
He won't bite, I promise.
They both look so calm right now.
Yeah, well, gave him a sedative.
You got an extra one for me?
Try CBD. That works the best.
Is that another weed thing? What is it with you? I don't know if a boogie chill pill will work on a human. I never tried it.
That's all right. I'll just drink. Many drinks, starting as soon as possible. You can let Kenny out.
You sure?
Let him out.
Lydia releases Kenny from the carrier. She puts down the pillow. She puts down the drum. Sam puts down the drum. The dogs sniff and then run around playfully. All three are distracted for a moment.
Look at that.
Wow. He's normally resistant to a new animal.
They make it seem so easy.
Easy to what?
To get along.
I want to confess something, Lydia.
Me? Okay.
You brought up my package.
I know. I apologize.
It's just that...
I'm trying to work on my boundaries.
No, I needed this box.
You're diabetic.
Yes,
You look so healthy and thin.
it's a fallacy. It can hit any body type. I had no more pens left. My blood sugar started to spike.
How soon would you be in trouble?
By tomorrow,
You really needed this, didn't you?
thank you, Lydia.
I didn't know.
I know you didn't, but you did the right thing.
You're welcome.
I need to go and do what I have to do.
What would happen if she can't get the shot?
Dead within a week.
I wonder if we'll make it that long.
She'll have a fighting chance now. Must be her mother.
Yeah, that's her.
You all good?
Yes, thank you.
I could see the resemblance.
How long ago did she pass?
She went last year. It seems forever ago, and yesterday at the same time.
I remember hearing about your mother. I ran into you just after the funeral. We talked a little bit, but you were in a rough place. barely recognized me. I wasn't offended. I just didn't know what to say.
What can you say? It is what it is.
Wait a minute. I met her, what, maybe 5 years ago? She must have been visiting, and she was walking her dog in the courtyard. Ruben saw her and told her to leave. It was kind of rude.
That's him. Rude.
She gave me a look like, who does this guy think he is? And I went over to her and I introduced myself, and she told me she was the mother of the girl who just moved into 6L. She said she wasn't sure which building it was, and I offered to take her up.
You took her up the stairs?
No, I took the elevator.
You took the elevator for my mother?
She was having trouble walking.
Wow. That was so thoughtful.
Only 3 times in the last 6 years.
Thank you, Sam.
There was something about her, and I had to reach out.
You have a lot of pictures of her and a dog.
My mother always loved dogs. And we only had one. And he was a beagle. And my father hated him. Hated the constant howling, the early walks in the rain, picking shit up off the curb, the shoeing of his handmade Italian shoes. My father was a very even-keeled man unless you fucked with his shoes. Then he became a monster. He saw the ruined soft leather shoes and literally started foaming at the mouth. I was a kid and he made us give that dog away. That was the first time I knew what it felt to have a broken heart. So when my father left us, the first thing my mother did was get a dog. It was like her mini rebellion. A way for herself to find her own voice. And she named it Billy, after her favorite singer.
Look at them. They're running around like they're old friends. I wish I could be like them right now. They have no idea. Whew.
How did she die?
That's a little direct, no? Maybe she doesn't want to talk about it.
No, it's okay. She had a stroke. And my sister and I were there with her at the end, holding her hands. And it was a beautiful moment, believe it or not. Her hands stayed warm for a while and we wouldn't let go. And she was lying in the living room, reclining on a red chair. And there was this golden light that formed a ring around her. It sounds a little unreal, I know, but we both saw it. And one of the last things she said was, "Thank God you girls look like me more than you look like your father. Fucking guy's face looked like a chewed up shoe." And she never cursed. And hearing that, we both lost it. Perfect.
You look like that?
No, he was actually very good looking. And Mom was pissed that he divorced her when he was a teenager.
Huh?
He was a diplomat and he was always away. When she got sick, he never visited her in the hospital once.
Where was he?
In Switzerland. With some rich woman.
Fucking men. See? That's why I never got married. Who could trust them?
You're right?
I'm sitting right here.
Huh. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Is the power gonna go out?
Not surprised. We need to check on the running water. Can I check your faucet?
Yes, of course. Just go down the hall to the right.
The dogs. We need to make sure the dogs have water and food. I'm sorry, I don't have Penny's food with me.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
This is fucked. Fate? What does this mean? I'm supposed to be trapped in here with these two strangers? Come on. People. I just want to be with my dog. That's it. People annoy me. They never shut up. Always yakking about some stupid shit. Flowers and rainbows. This is how I'm going to spend my final days on this planet. With these two whack jobs. Oh, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. Maybe I'll try and meditate. Okay. All right. What is it you're supposed to hum? Boom, 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 ba-bum. Ba-bum, 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 bibbidi, bobbidi, fucking boo. Who the fuck knows? And I can't sit like these yoga people. My legs are like dried sticks. They don't bend, they break. Okay. Oh, Lydia. Okay, Lydia. Lydia, shut the fuck up and try this garbage. Bada bing, bada freaking boom. This is horse shit.
What's the matter?
Was trying to find my inner calm.
You? Please.
You're right, it's useless.
We're gonna need water. The three of us are trapped. We can make whatever food we have last, but 3 or 4 days without water?
Organs will shut down. Say goodbye.
Oh, the dogs are good. Fed and watered. Had to fill the bowls with rainwater.
Thank you.
I just saw someone push a canoe out a 4th floor window. That's how high the water is.
Now they're paddling it. Where do you think they're going?
I have no idea. There's no cell service. And I have no landline.
Are you kidding? Who do you think we're going to call? The cops? The fire department? The mayor? The governor? Nobody cares. For all we know, this thing could be covering the entire planet. At this point, it's every man for himself. Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked.
I wanted to be a singer.
Yeah, okay.
Opera. That's right. Yeah, opera. Italian opera mostly. I sang songs about lost love. One morning, I sang Rondine al Nido, and it brought tears to my eyes. It was like I was in a trance, as if the divine flew into my window and filled my voice with love. It was one of the most perfect moments, but it only happened once. And as much as I tried to recreate how I felt, it never came to me again. It was like a fugitive. I looked over it over and over, but it escaped and was gone for good.
Come on. This sounds like real talent. You could have been some with that. What happened?
Life. I had to take care of my mother, and maybe I felt I didn't have the strength to go through all that rejection. I don't know. I ended up teaching at a school across from Kaufman Studios. I have a little sister too, and she's always trouble, so I had to look after her
Where's she?
in Syracuse.
That's good. She's inland. If this thing is only hitting the coast, she may be okay. And your father's in Switzerland. Nowhere better than that. Maybe the Himalayas.
I don't think that's a good idea.
He may be your only chance.
Most of my family is dead. Or at least dead to me.
What about your uncle who did time?
God, he's alive, but fuck him. He never writes.
Didn't he get on the front page of the Post?
Oh, can you believe that shit? Only time my family gets on the front page? Fuck that. Extortion, racketeering? He was innocent. The judge was paid off. Lawyer was in on it too. The whole system is rigged. Oh, please, don't get me started.
And then the judge was found strangled to death, and the lawyer, wasn't he shot?
What? No. What kind of madness is this?
He tripped on a subway platform. Onto the tracks. You gotta watch where you're going. Am I right?
Man, you are something else. You don't bullshit people. There's something refreshing about that. You're the real deal. Nothing phony. You go straight to the bone. What about you, Sam? Where's your family?
I'm adopted.
But you have parents.
They don't call me anymore. After I got my degree from Columbia, they wanted to choose my career path. They didn't like that I wanted to experiment and try unusual things. I once lived for a month on the Turkish coast on coffee beans, milk duds, and olives, just to see how my body would react. But that led to manic episodes and skyrocketing blood pressure. Another time, I spent 2 weeks attempting to count the hairs on a Cairn Terrier named Rocco. He reacted by biting me and peeing on my legs, so I aborted that procedure. What can I say? I like to challenge myself. See how far I can push the envelope. Maybe next time I'll try something more lofty, like climbing K2 in Kashmir. Bottom line is, my parents were very conservative Republicans from the Midwest who probably shouldn't have adopted a brown kid from Pakistan. Before I became a germaphobe, I used to go to these sex parties where, in Red Hook. Except nobody told me there were sex parties for people with STDs. That kind of information would have been helpful before I RSVP'd, don't you think? After that, I came down with HIV and my parents assumed I was gay. That was the worst possible thing. To be old, conservative, white people with a brown gay son. But I'm not gay, I'm inclusive. I happen to enjoy all of humanity. I guess I never was a real son to them. It took a while for me to admit that.
Jesus. We are a motley crew.
Oh, we are the Motley Crew.
Here's to us, the Motley Crew. Oh, we need to have a toast. Do you have anything?
Yeah, Prosecco in the fridge. Hey, what's the matter?
Nothing.
You cold? You're shivering.
Nah, I'm okay.
No, you're not.
Okay. I get this thing, you know.
What thing?
I don't know.
You get the chills?
Yeah, it's a fever I get. I have meds for it, but they're downstairs.
Let me get you a coat or a robe.
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm getting you a robe.
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
Enough. I'm going.
These people they gotta stop hanging on the doors. It's like a living dead out there.
They're trapped in the hallway, just like we were. Do we let them in?
Oh, no way. I wouldn't. You can't feed the whole building.
I don't know what to do.
You think we're gonna make it?
I don't know, but you're cold. I'm gonna get you a robe.
I hate asking for stuff. I don't need a robe. I don't need anything. I just need my dog, Kenny. Kenny, come over here.
Here you go.
What's going on with you?
What?
I can see what's happening. You got your coat off now.
Okay.
I wasn't born yesterday.
What are you talking about?
How many weeks?
What do you mean?
Don't bullshit me.
Okay.
How many weeks?
10.
Where's the father?
In DC. I grew up there.
Well, what's his story? Do you love him?
Yes. But he's engaged to somebody else. Don't ask.
Oh, brother.
He got good genes.
I guess that's a plus. You're gonna do this on your own.
That was the plan.
Listen, any rescue boat comes, you go first. Me? My life is over anyway. You go first.
Don't say that. Put the robe on.
You can't afford to catch cold.
You're already cold. Put the robe on.
I don't want it. You keep it.
Just put the fucking robe on.
Will you two stop for once?
What happened to the sparkly wine?
I forgot. It's bad out there. I'm trying to collect enough water so we can survive. How much food do we have?
Enough for a couple of days. You got some rice and beans and canned goods. A couple frozen dinners. I was gonna go shopping today, and I was on my way to the market when I ran into you.
I wish I didn't just see that.
Oh no, what?
A car just pulled up by the current, had to be at least 30 miles an hour. People still inside. And the moon is out. It's red. It's a red moon.
Oh, God.
Oh, and think about all the subways, the hospitals, anybody who can't get to higher ground. All the animals? I can't bear it.
Be this high up and hear a river right outside your window?
This is fucked. If I wanted to live on the water, I gotta move to an island.
We are on an island.
The building.
It's the foundation. It's gonna crack from all the pressure.
Oh, Jesus, help us.
The ceiling is starting to leak. My father's building. No. This is not happening. This can't happen.
How's it gonna end?
I don't want to think about it.
Are we gonna drown?
Stop.
Or starve to death?
What's today's date?
Bright and cheery over here.
July 7th.
Hey, it was cold today. July and 50 degrees? What is that?
The 7th day of the 7th month. I keep seeing the number 7 in my mind over and over, all sevens.
What does that mean?
7 days of creation, 7-fold vengeance visited upon Cain for killing Abel, 7 pairs of every clean animal loaded onto the ark.
Okay.
7 demons driven out of Mary Magdalene, 7 days of Jesus on the cross,
And what?
the horses you saw.
What about them?
The first one you saw was white.
I think so.
The rider wore a crown.
It was hard to see.
Yeah, from all the weed he smokes.
The second rider wore red. The third horse was black.
Okay, so?
And the last horse was pale.
The horse on the tracks.
I didn't see this.
Oh, the horse was pale. That was tragic.
What happened?
I don't know. There was a train.
So, you got 4 horses.
The 5th sign is we ask God how long we will have.
We asked that.
Yes, we did.
What's the 6th?
The natural disaster. This, the river outside our door, the world war, the crumbling of everything. And you said you saw a red moon.
Yes.
That's the 6th.
What's the 7th then?
Silence. It's over.
No.
No what?
That's not.
That's not the 7th.
That's not it.
That's not it.
This has nothing to do with the Bible. This is us. This is us being blind. This is us not paying attention.
Is he talking about the horses again?
Forget the horses.
Forget the horses. You're the one who kept seeing them. You're the one who said we had to pay attention.
I saw them. They're fascinating, but who knows what it is? A random occurrence, a hallucination, an escape. Maybe they broke free from carriages in Central Park. Maybe they like Queens better than Manhattan. We're 10 minutes away. No, forget the horses. This is about ice.
Ice? What?
It's breaking away. It's melting. Antarctica, Greenland. A massive chunk of ice broke off from an ice shelf in Antarctica last month. Temperatures have been rising, 70 degrees above normal in Antarctica and then 30 degrees above normal in the Arctic. The scientists had dire predictions for our planet years ago, but they were wrong. It was way worse than anyone could have possibly imagined.
Antarctica? Where is that?
South Pole.
Oh.
Antarctica holds enough frozen water to raise global sea levels by 200 feet. Temperatures are rising, more CO2 in the atmosphere, more catastrophic weather events. This is what's been happening. Why is there a flood? Ice shelves are melting. The glaciers are melting. Massive sheets of ice are breaking away. All that excess water flows into the sea, and in turn, rivers and streams are rising faster than anyone's ever seen. We're a mile away from the East River right now. Think about it.
Stop. You're saying that because some ice melted in the South Pole, that's why we have a flood now 4 stories high in Queens? Please.
Some ice? This is not a cube you toss into a shot glass. This is a continent of ice. This is an Australia of ice. Or let me put it this way. This is the size of US and Mexico combined. Can you imagine what that does to sea levels?
I've never been to Mexico, but that's a lot of fucking ice.
No, it's ridiculous. This is the end of days. There's no other explanation. It's been written.
Oh, like what? Like Noah again? The Great Flood?
That's right, the Great Flood. It happened once, it can happen again. Look at this planet. We are violent and corrupt. We have plagues and pestilence and godlessness, fighting these wars, turning on one another. God created this planet. It's his world. He can destroy it.
Just like that? No exceptions? No appeal? No justice? Just straight to mass extermination? Newborns. Sorry, you kept me up all night. You're evil. Get ready to swim. Oh, you devoted your life to civil rights and ending poverty, but you happen to be Muslim? Sorry, God has a tidal wave with your name on it. What about the animals? What the hell did they do? You both have dogs. What were their sins?
Right about that. Messes with Kenny. I'll kick him in the gonads.
It's God's plan, not for us to understand.
You seriously believe that one man wrangled 8.7 million different species onto one boat? They just walked like obedient soldiers in single file? Nobody fighting over territory of food or water? You ever seen squirrels walking peacefully side by side together? Ever seen a couple of cats watch a couple of squirrels and think, well, they're ahead of me in line, so I'll just wait quietly for my turn right next to the ostriches?
Please, none of that matters. God chose Noah because he was righteous. God was grieved over what he created, and his heart was in pain. And when he created what he created turned into a monster, he had to end it. There was no other choice. God spoke to Noah and gave him grace. Noah believed and followed God's command and judgment. Obviously, he was special, otherwise he would not have been chosen. He was the chosen one.
He was a drunk who supposedly lived to be 950 years old. You believe that, Lydia?
Life is a nightmare. Same nightmare, different day. That's all it is. If I lived that long, I'd hang myself.
God knew Noah wasn't perfect, but he had faith. And that's what it's all about. Good works aren't enough. Being Mother Teresa doesn't matter unless you have faith. You have to have faith and ask God for forgiveness.
I was never religious. The nuns rapped me one too many times on the knuckles. So I kicked Sister Bridget down the stairs. She had it coming.
There's no scientific evidence that the Ark existed. No proof, no corroboration, nothing substantiated, no evidence that a flood of that magnitude destroyed all life on Earth. Wouldn't there be billions of fossils? No ship could possibly float under all that weight. You can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't talk to me like that. Look outside. You've been saying all along, pay attention, wake up. Well, I'm looking outside, and what I see scares the shit out of me. And when I'm scared, I turn to God. I don't care about your evidence. You can go on and on about how much ice is melting. I don't care. I am scared out of my mind right now. And when I am this terrified, I turn to God. And I'm praying to him, bring us out of this, Lord, please. Help us find a way. Evidence would save us. Maybe he will.
You don't give a shit about evidence? The people who wrote the books in the Bible, the people who say they knew all the answers, they believed that the earth was flat. A disc with the heavens above and the underworld below. A 10-year-old child knows more about the world than they did.
Don't talk about the Bible like that. Now you're getting into dangerous territory.
What? I can't speak the truth? You're gonna sit there and tell me the earth is 5,000 years old?
That's what was written. Look outside.
I am looking outside. We have fucked up this planet.
That's exactly right. And now God is taking care of business.
God has nothing to do with it. This is climate. This is science.
You and your fucking cubes. Ice cubes. This is God.
Fuck you, this is science.
This is God, and fuck you!
Oh, shut the fuck up! What is wrong with you two? Who gives a shit? This is God. This is science. Nobody cares. This is chaos. There's no meaning. There's no reason. We are up to our eyeballs in water. Do I want to know where the water is coming from? No. What do these flower children, yoga types tell us? Be mindful, be present. Let's be fucking present. Here and now. Forget about the ice cubes and the Bible. Jesus Christ. I can't believe this shit is happening again.
Again? What do you mean?
Trapped. On the top floor.
Okay.
What is she talking about?
I used to work on the top floor of a building. Not exactly the top floor, but close enough. The building had 110 floors. I was on 105th.
Where was this? That's a huge building.
I was a secretary for a VP in my office. His name was Robert. I called him Bobby Ray. He was a balding Irishman who stopped drinking after he wrapped his Porsche on a phone pole back in '99. He was brilliant with numbers and a fair boss. Another local from Queens, Cambria Heights. He never let anyone else call him Bobby Ray. But he liked it coming from me. He didn't laugh much, but I could get him to crack. And he loved the Mets. And I used to call him the Mutts. I was a ball buster even then. You're not supposed to say secretary anymore. So you could say I was an executive assistant. I didn't give a shit. I was a secretary. I ran Bobby Ray's life in the office, and I ran it like a tight ship. Nobody got to him unless they went through me. I loved him like an older brother. My brother's an asshole, but Bobby, I loved him.
What happened?
An airplane going 500 miles an hour hit our building.
What? No.
Wait, where did you work?
Cantor Fitzgerald.
Oh, God.
The company was in the North Tower.
On 9/11.
I lost my boss and my entire department. 26 people. Boom. Just like that. Huge explosion, flames, smoke, dust. And that was it.
Good God. How did you get out?
I had a different dog then. His name was Jilly. He was sick that morning. Puked all over the rug. I took him to the vet and I got in late. I was on the bottom floor getting coffee when the plane hit the 95th floor. The entire company was above the impact. They had no chance. I found a spot behind a stairwell and stayed in the fetal position. Dust settled a bit and I got out somehow. It's all a blur now. I can't remember too much. But the faces of the people I work with, they come back to me a lot. Even still. Usually at 4 in the morning.
Lydia, Cantor lost over 650 people that day.
The entire company. I can't go into it. It's too much. It's too much.
It's unimaginable.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm just saying. Back then, we blamed the Arabs, the Muslims. Now we're supposed to hate the Russians? What's the point? Who are we supposed to hate next? This is exhausting. There's no reason. Who do we blame? What do we blame? Look, on any given day, you're dealt a particular hand. You hold the cards, make a few bets, and that's it. Maybe you win big, maybe you go down for good. That's it. End of story.
I had an uncle. I didn't know him very well because I was so young, but he worked at Windows on the World, the 100 Sun floor.
I heard of that. It was a restaurant, right?
A little above my price range, but Bobby would take me and his team there on Fridays if we had a good week.
They're all gone.
I know. And high up. Nobody at that restaurant had a chance. What did he do there?
He was a waiter. My father's brother. Name was Charles.
Charles?
Yes, people outside the family would call him Charles.
Oh, yeah. I remember him. Oh, God, what a character. Nicest guy in the world, but God forbid you needed him around noon. Let's face it, that's why we are there at noon, to have lunch. Am I right? The guy would disappear off the floor. Managers would have to cover for him.
Where was he?
With his knees on a carpet somewhere in the back.
He was devout. Muslims have to complete 5 daily prayers. Sunrise, noon, afternoon, sunset, all facing towards Mecca.
It was praying. It was like, Charlie, can I get another Mai Tai? No answer. Hello? Hello? Nothing. But we could hear the slight clattering of his prayer beads through the doorway.
That's right. He was cycling through the Misbah, the prayer beads.
And then one day he goes to work, and his own people take him out.
My father was devastated.
So much for religion.
The rain has stopped.
You're right. Finally. The sun's coming out.
So that's what the sun looks like. I almost forgot.
Is it over?
Could be the eye of the storm.
Does a storm like this have an eye?
Who knows? But if it is an eye, that means we'll have another wall of water coming at us. But that might give us some time.
Time to what?
Yes! Thank God!
How'd you get in here?
Landlord, I have a key.
What's going on?
Listen, I saw a helicopter. You should go up to the roof, find something that looks like a white flag and wave it around. Somebody might see us. Remember Katrina? People were on rooftops waving white flags.
And nobody gave a shit about them.
How do we get up there?
She has a fire escape in her bedroom. Goes up to the roof.
How did you know this?
I know this building. I know every inch of it.
Right, Lydia's an original. She knows this building better than anyone.
That's true, but what's the point? What if we go up there and the storm starts again? At least down here we're dry and we have food and water.
But nobody knows we're here. Gus is right. We go one floor up and we'll be noticed.
One floor up? That would make it the 7th floor. No, this is God's will. There's no point in fighting it. No, too many 7s. This is a sign of God. Who are we to go up against him?
Alicia, you have more than yourself to think about, huh?
What's she saying?
Whoa!
All right, a helicopter. Get up there quickly. Go!
What about you?
There are tenants still here. I need to check on Jean and 6N. The Bulgarians are robots who pretend they don't hear anything. The Brazilians are having some sort of all-day party. There's bedlam right now. I need to go.
I'll help you then.
No. Go up to the roof. Then they'll know the people are still in the building and they'll come back. We need them to come back. They're looking for people to rescue. I heard the flood was not as severe in the Bronx and Westchester. Maybe you could find shelter there. I don't know. Just go. And go with Alicia. She shouldn't be alone.
He's right, Sam. Let them see you. Let them see the two of you up there. Keep each other safe.
There'll be people on every roof in the neighborhood. I can see it now.
Then go up there fast so they see you first.
What do I bring? How do I make a decision like this? Where's my dog? Billy? Billy? Oh, my girl. What would I do without you?
Lydia, come on.
Sorry.
Lydia, let's go.
Nope.
You can't stay here.
I'm staying.
If this is the eye of the storm, the building will be swallowed whole by tomorrow. You have to come with us. Gus, you too.
I was born in this building.
My building. I'm not leaving. I won't leave it.
What about Kenny?
He should go with you.
What? No. He means everything to you.
He has a better chance somewhere else.
People are going to Bear Mountain. It has some elevation. I don't know.
Bear Mountain? Where the fuck is that? Eddie doesn't like bears.
It's only 50 miles from here, Lydia. It'll be safer there. He'll have a chance.
I even heard of that. You gotta get out of Queens someday, girl.
Then fuck that. Eddie somewhere else without me? No. I can't do it. He stays with me. That's it. I'm rolling the dice. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen.
He should stay with you then.
What are you gonna do, Lydia?
I'm a nurse. After 9/11, that's what I did. I'm retired now, but I'm not dead yet. Some Einstein's downstairs might need help. I need to help Gus. He's stressed out of his mind. I can tell. Am I right?
You hit Brazilians downstairs in 5L? I can hear them now, oblivious.
It's always a party with them. I can smell the weed from here.
They're going to be tracked. Just because the rain stopped doesn't mean the water won't rise again. I gotta go.
What are you gonna do?
Don't worry about it. Just go. While the helicopter is still in the neighborhood.
We're gonna make it. I have a feeling.
What are you saying? Before you were all the end of the world, the 7 signs, end of days.
I don't know. The rain stopped. The sun is out. A helicopter is looking for people. I have something now to hold on to.
I can see it in you, in your eyes. You have hope.
We're gonna find someplace safe and come back to you.
Go. Get out of here before the copter turns around to the Upper East Side where the more important people live.
Take care, Lydia.
See you soon, Lydia.
Come on, Kenny.
Huh. I've never been in a helicopter before. How long did we wait? 10 minutes? They saw us and came right over. I'm kind of shocked. People like us, we usually get passed by. Any idea where we're going?
Not at all. I don't think anyone does. Somewhere safe, I hope. You think she'll make it?
I don't know. Doesn't look good.
I don't worry about her. I don't think she's afraid of anything. She's fearless.
I don't think so. I think she's terrified of everything. That's why she's the way she is.
You have a lot of wisdom, you know that?
That's nice to hear coming from an Ivy League professor.
Ex-professor. If we make it, what would you want to do first?
Go see my father in Switzerland. It's time to mend it with him. What about you?
This may sound crazy, but I'd like to come with you. I'd like to tell him what he's been missing.
You think maybe it's time you buried the hatchet?
And you were always such a baby. That's what Dad said.
You're still pissed that he left the building to me. You're going to take that to the grave. It wasn't my choice. What do you want? You want the building now? It's a fire sale. Take it.
You're a cheap bastard and a con man. Always was.
And you're a bit of vindictive witch. Always was.
Nice to agree on something.
When was the last decade that happened? And by the way, why was your bed in the hallway up here?
I don't know. I saw this coming. And I thought, if this catastrophe happens, this is where I need to be. And I need to be on higher ground. And I never sleep in a bed I haven't made.
You always had that omen thing.
You think?
You made it out of the North Tower. Over 650 people died in your company, over 3,000 total. But what happens to you? You walked out of there. Didn't even need to go to the hospital. You survived. That's a blessing.
It's a curse. The nightmares I have. I'm shocked I didn't get cancer.
That's right, but you didn't. You got the lungs of a 20-year-old. You see, listen to me, Lydia. I know you analyze a situation, you go straight to apocalypse. Everything is fucked. Everything is a nightmare. That's your nature. But let me tell you something. You are lucky. You always have been. Someone's watching over you. I don't know who, an angel maybe. I'm your brother. I've watched you my whole life. Anytime you tell me that we're fucked, I think to myself, we're golden. We're going to make it. The sun's going to shine upon us. If anyone's going to get us out of here, it'll be you. I'm sticking with you.
Everything downstairs is destroyed. Everything we ever owned. Our entire lives gone. Washed away. What angel? We're not lucky. We're behind the 8 ball. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that another crack? Oh, fuck. There's another leak over there.
We're here and we're alive.
Okay. Yes. We're alive. In our father's building. I'll give you that.
You would have wanted it this way.
He always favored you.
Oh, come on. Not that again.
Doesn't matter. We're going down. Start saying your prayers. I'm going to try and meditate again. And shit never works.
See? You say we're going down. I think we're going to make it.
Okay. If we make it this weekend, I'm going to need a new apartment. You got anything available?
Well, if I do, it'll be the top floor.
Riverview?
Riverview.
I'll take it.
Sure.
End of play. All right, actors, please come back on video so we can give you a round of applause.
Bravo.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Very good.
Hey, great job.
Yeah.
Great work.
Yay. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Susan McDonald, and I'm producing this evening along with ATC Studios. Thank you to ATC Studios and Kathleen Calais. Thank you.
Terrific, folks. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support of the arts. ATC Studios is a 501c3, and your tax-deductible donations are always gratefully accepted. You may make a donation through our website right on the homepage at www.atcstudios.org or by Venmo at ATC Studios. Thank you for joining us.